Welcome to Module 7, Writing Orders. In this module, you will identify the proper way to fill. A big part of writing up orders is just being familiar with the order form and knowing what information goes where. Let's take a look at the top half of the order form together. Click each number to learn more. First, be sure to print on this form using block letters, not cursive. Use a blue or black pen instead of using pencil or any other color of ink. The top line of requested information is the order date, local office number, your sales rep number, and your name. Your sales rep number will be assigned to you by your local office when you are issued your Cutco sample kit. A big part of writing up orders is just being familiar with the order form and knowing what information goes where. Let's take a look at the top half of the order form together. Click each number to learn more. First, be sure to print on this form using block letters, not cursive. Use a blue or black pen instead of using pencil or any other color of ink. The top line of requested information is the order date, local office number, your sales rep number, and your name. Your sales rep number will be assigned to you by your local office when you are issued your Cutco sample kit. Click Next to continue. The billing information section is where you record the customer's name, billing address, city, state, and zip code. The Ship To section is where you record the customer's shipping information, if they're having the order delivered to an address that is different from the billing address. Below the billing information section, write down the customer's phone number, including area code, delivery phone number, and email address. Click Next to continue. Collecting the email address is very important so that your customer receives timely communication both when the order is processed and on the date the order leaves Olean, New York, to be shipped to them. We also use the email address for new product announcements and special value offers. We do not share, sell, or rent any customer information. Your customers can learn more about our privacy policy by visiting the Cutco website. Click Next. Now let's go over the information you need to complete the bottom half of the order form. Click each number to learn more. This box on the left side of the form is where you write down the information about the specific products the customer wants to order. The first column is the quantity or number of the item ordered. Column 2 is for the item number and the color code. The description column is for the product name and color. The final column labeled X is where you put an X if the item is free, like the spatula spreader the Walkers received with their 3-piece special. Click Next to continue. This section in the bottom left is where you calculate the total value of the customer's order. The cash sale price line is for the subtotal of the price of the items listed above that are not being bonused for free. PPS and I stands for postage, packaging, shipping, and insurance. First, you'll check the box of the requested type of shipping, regular, 2-day, or next day. Then you'll enter the PPS&I charges, which are based on the amount of the order and type of shipping. In the Cutco price list, you'll find a table with the charges and additional information about PPS&I. The admin fee is an administrative fee that is charged only if a customer chooses a payment plan. Line 4 asks for the subtotal of lines 1, 2, and 3. Then, line 5 is for the sales tax, which is calculated based on the amount of the line 4 subtotal. Line 6 is the sum of the subtotal and the sales tax, or the total order amount. Lines 7 and 8 are for the deposit and remaining balance. If the customer is paying by check or money order, the payment must be in full. There can only be a remaining balance if the customer is paying by direct payment through their bank account, or with a credit or debit card. Click Next to continue. In the upper right is the Selection of Payment Method box, where you write down the customer's payment information. Direct payment is an electronic payment from the customer's bank account. If the customer would like to make a direct payment, this is where you will write the bank routing transit number and the customer's bank account number. Direct payment is also known as ACH, or Automated Clearinghouse. If the customer is paying with a credit or debit card, we take MasterCard, Visa, American Express, and Discover. For those two methods, the customer can either pay in full or choose the 2-pay, 3-pay, or 5-pay investment options. If the customer is paying by check or money order, payment must be made in full. Check should be written out to Cutco. Also, be sure to write the order number on the check or money order. Click Next. The Notice to Customer explains the customer's right to cancel the order. The customer can cancel the transaction at any time prior to midnight of the third business day after the transaction date. Below the Notice to Customer is the customer signature line. The signature is required to place an order, and the name must match the name written in the Customer Billing Information section. Click Next to continue. Below the signature line, the last section asks for your phone number and your local office number, as well as the amount from line 1, the cash sale price, from which you will subtract the point value found on the price list of any free items. This calculation gives you your CPO, or commission paid on, which is the amount you'll receive commission on. Finally, the blue box in the bottom right corner has a place for you to place an X if you entered the order on Rollo, the REP online order system. We recommend that you enter all your orders through Rollo so that they're processed and shipped faster. I'll explain how Rollo works later in this module. Click Next. Let's start filling out the bottom half of the order form using Mr. and Mrs. Walker's order information. The Walkers decided to buy one paring knife, so let's put a 1 in the quantity column. You can find the item number in the Cutco price list document. After the item number, we put a color code, C for Classic or W for Pearl. Remember that the Walkers preferred the Classic handle. We write the name of the item in the description column, and then follow it with the color written out in parentheses. We do the same thing for the second item they selected, the trimmer. The quantity, the item number, the color code, the item name, and the color written in parentheses. Their third item was the petite carver. Then, to encourage the Walkers to purchase 3 items, Sarah promised them a free spatula spreader. This free item will affect a few parts of the order, though the beginning of this line is the same. The quantity, item number, color code, item name, and the color written in parentheses. Because this item is free, we place an X in the last column. We're not going to fill out this entire form, but I did want to bring a few things to your attention. First, the Walkers chose the to-pay investment option, so I indicated this in the credit/debit card payment method area. Then, line 3 in the order calculation area asks if there is an administration fee, which applies to the investment options, a $2 fee in this case. Finally, in the lower right corner of the form where you calculate CPO, you have to include the point value of any free items in the order, which is just the spatula spreader at 35 points in this case. The last thing I wanted to remind you of is the blue Rollo box in the lower right corner, where you place an X if you enter this order in the online system. All orders must be turned into your local office, whether you enter them in Rollo or not. Click Next to continue. Now let's go over a few more things related to order writing. Click each topic to learn more. When you're writing up orders for certain cutlery sets like the Homemaker, be sure to remember that the customer can choose any wood block in oak or in cherry finish. If the customer chooses oak, just fill in the item number. If the customer chooses the cherry finish, put in the letters CR after the item number, 2018CR. As you're writing up orders, read the asterisks and related notes located throughout the product price list section of the Cutco price list. Most of the notes explain what your CPO will be for certain value offers, though some notes detail what is included with certain sets. Click Next to continue. Let's see what you've learned so far. Now I'd like you to... Here's one last question. Like I mentioned earlier in the module, Rollo, which stands for REP Online Orders, is Vector's online system for entering the orders you record on your order forms. You'll do this through Vector's online web portal called Vector Connect. Vector Connect is a good online resource for you to fill orders, check your account, and access advanced learning materials. You'll receive more information about using Vector Connect when your sales rep agreement has been processed and you've been assigned a rep number. To submit an order through Rollo, the first thing you'll do is go to www.vectorconnect.com and enter your rep number and password. Then, click the red Rollo tab. Let me demonstrate how to use the Rollo system. Once you've logged into the Vector Connect system and clicked the Rollo tab, you'll start by selecting the Regular Customer Order link. You are now on Step 1, Item Entry. Click the Order Form Number field and enter the order number, which is located in the top left corner of the order form. Click the first